Well, what a start Sunderland had on their return to the top flight of English football. An incredible day on Wearside last Saturday, an atmosphere that you will struggle to better. And now Sunderland have their chance to build on that wonderful win by taking points off a side that were also promoted back to the Premier League. Well, one change in the Sunderland starting 11 from last week's win over West Ham. Omar Alderete, the Paraguayan international centre-back who came on as a substitute for Jensen Seal last week. Well, Alderete starts today, his full debut for Sunderland, with Seal taking a place on the bench. Arthur Masuaku is also included amongst the Sunderland substitutes. Away we go then, having got off to a flying start on home soil. Sunderland aim to do the same on the road. 3 points here at Turf Moor will yield the perfect start to the campaign. Burnley, of course, looking to bounce straight back from defeat last week. Sunderland, who've not won their opening 2 games in a top-flight season since the 1980-81 campaign, so that's something to aim for today. And a free kick comes Sunderland's way. Xhaka, Ballard at the back, headed across, this is a big chance, should have scored. That was a moment, and Mayenda should surely have put that away. What an opportunity, Dubravka made the save. But it was oh so simple in its execution. Headed across by Ballard. So plans disrupted a little early on with the withdrawal of Ballard. Hartman with this corner. Plucked out of the air by Robin Roofs. Appreciated by the Sunderland fans, who've certainly taken him to their hearts. Siddiqui for Adingra. Seaman Adingra for Sunderland. That's a great ball in. Talby! So close to the opening goal. He scampered into the penalty area. Dubravka came to close him down. Talby inches wide. Well, the Moroccan here played in very nicely by Adingra. Talby got there, made it his. Just wide of goal. No touch from Dubravka. Just the wrong side of the post. Josh Cullen to take this Burnley free kick. The Irish international, skipper of this Burnley side. Launched long. Sealed. Well, that must be a free kick. The referee says no. Now, this will be checked. John Brooks is on VAR duty. Sealed claims he was fouled by Lyle Foster, and that is the case. Hartman, Foster. Nicely done by Burnley. Hugo Chukwu with a little heavy touch there before he did get his shot away. Just that touch there allowed Alderete to make that smart challenge. Now picked up by Diarra, plays in Mayenda, just driven a little wide, and then he tried to get to the dead ball line, couldn't beat his man and ran out of pitch. Mayenda unable to get the better of him. Heavy touch really. Sealed on by Hume. Diarra Picked up by Tolby. Xhaka, shooting opportunity, drags it wide. It was an opportunity too for Granit Xhaka. And he's not happy with the end result. Well off target in the end. Brun Larsen. Hannibal's ball in is a dangerous one and headed wide at the far post by Jadon Anthony, right on the stroke of half time. Anthony comes close. Sunderland went close early on through Mayenda, who maybe should have scored after 3 minutes. Talby nicked one wide on 14 minutes before the main talking point of the half. Lyle Foster's disallowed goal on 18 minutes. Burnley 0, Sunderland 0. Ugo Chukwu. Not the best of balls into the penalty area. Hartman. Decent flick into the pass of Cullen, who curls it beyond Robin Roofs. Floodlights playing a game of their own. Referee wants that sorting. We have a light show at Burnley. And a change for Sunderland. Seaman Adingra is making way, and Enzo Lefay is coming on here, and Talby is also withdrawn, and Wilson Isidore back on the Turf Moor ground where he saw 2 penalties saved last season by James Trafford. Pushed into Roberts. That's a great first-time ball in, and it almost found its way through to Isidore, but for the outstretched leg of Maxime Esteve. It was well cut out. Isidore had spun away from him. Mark Guiu is on. 10 minutes plus stoppage time for him. Immediately looking to flick one goalwards. Alderete drives one towards goal, blocked by Burnley. Can Sunderland find a way through? First away game of the campaign at the home of last season's championship runners-up. Betty's forward as well. Both centre-backs inside the opposition penalty area. Dubravka comes for it, punches. Be picked up here by Roberts. Xhaka. Reinildo. Sent wide for Roberts. That's decent. First time ball into the penalty area from Hume. Picked up by Lefay. Twisting, turning. Xhaka. Delivery is too deep. No Sunderland player able to reach it. Frustration grows for Xhaka and those Sunderland fans. Sunderland are going to push and push for this equalising goal. Try and remain unbeaten in their opening 2 games of this Premier League season. But they will be vulnerable to a Burnley break. And here's one of them, and it's picked up by Jadon Anthony, and Anthony's gone round the keeper, and Anthony slots home and puts this game to bed. Well, after joy and jubilation last weekend, it's defeat and despair this Saturday afternoon as Sunderland go down to a 2-0 defeat here at the hands of a side that were also promoted back to the Premier League. Sunderland pressed and pressed in the second half, but they could not find a way past Martin Dubravka. So the first away game of the campaign ends in disappointment for the travelling Sunderland fans. They've gone down to defeat here. It's finished Sunderland beaten by Burnley. Burnley 2, Sunderland 0.